My name is Satya Kaur and I'm one of the co-founders of this Karam Kriya Women's Circle. This is the first day, arrival day at this beautiful place in the Spanish mountains of Tarragona province. And it's a wonderful gathering of women. Many of them have become friends. Many of them are Karam Kriya students. Karam Kriya is a form of numerology. And this idea arose several years ago, where people meet together each year in a different country. It's an international event. The theme for this circle is when a woman stands, the world awakens. So we're developing that theme and equipping women and the participants to discover how to stand, realize what they're standing for, what they're standing against, why the world needs them to stand, how they can empower themselves and others. This year we have a slight innovation in that we created a red tent. A red tent is a space exclusively for women, traditionally for those who are menstruating, and therefore invited to take time out to recharge themselves, to go within. The menstrual period of our cycle is when you recoil, you reflect, you eliminate what is unnecessary for the next cycle when you start anew with increased fertility and impetus, vitality. So here we recharge our batteries, we highlight each other's difficulties, and we equip each other to go forth from here.
Being committed to what you already know, really, in your heart, what is already in your intuition. Agreeing to that, but then realizing that you need a strategy to make that happen. Realizing that you have obstacles in the way, internal enemies, external enemies, and realizing that you lose your power to these internal structures, patterns, programs. So recognizing what that is, naming the game of that drama, being able to find out how to get your power back out of that and give that power to you. But then for that you need to have an intention, you need to have a purpose, you need to have a position upon which you stand.
Yo animo a todas las mujeres a que asistan, por supuesto, a los círculos de Karam Kriya, porque los conozco, porque los he vivido, porque los he organizado porque es un reto inmenso que nos hace crecer mucho en poco tiempo y que nos aporta unos beneficios duraderos para nosotras en nuestro día a día y que además hacen un cambio en el ambiente donde nos movemos. Porque nosotras podemos cambiar el mundo y porque las mujeres podemos cambiarnos unas a otras, empoderarnos unas a otras y cambiar el mundo. Waheguru.
I'm sorting the almonds until they crack, because it's said to be a very nurturing food for women during menstruation, especially in the first days of their menstruation. Yes, yes.
Done? You should take 10 to a dozen.
I'm using this for the sauce.
Pour moi, ce camp est vraiment un moment important de réalisation que toutes, en tant que femmes, nous avons le droit d'être heureuses et le besoin de prendre du temps pour nous pour être heureuses. En tant que femmes, nous concevons. En tant que femmes, nous concevons et nous pouvons donc concevoir notre vie, mais aussi concevoir le monde. Mais pour cela, il faut que nous soyons pleines d'énergie et de vitalité. Et ça peut être très dur pour les femmes et surtout pour les mères de prendre du temps pour elles. Et donc ce camp nous permet non seulement de prendre ce temps pour nous, entre nous, mais aussi de réaffirmer ce besoin et ce droit que nous avons de prendre du temps pour nous. C'est également un moment qui renforce la solidarité entre les femmes pour pouvoir travailler ensemble, se soutenir les unes les autres, ensemble, localement ou internationalement, pour pouvoir nous épanouir telles que nous sommes, créatrices du futur.
One of the most powerful ideas which we worked with in practice, tried to put into practice, is that conceptive nature of the woman, that she can conceive and to take an idea of the woman you are to be, and to conceive it, to embody that, breathing that into you, becoming pregnant with that, filling yourself with that, and then having it take shape and be born in your action and in your everyday life in the future. That whole dynamic, that flow from the idea, the conception of the idea, the embracing of the idea, the facing the obstacles to the realization of that idea, empowering that idea into action and having an action plan for that. A woman's tendency or nature is often to be sensitive to the environment. That means materially, but also socially, emotionally, psychologically. So in one way that's a great strength, that sensitivity, but in another way it's a vulnerability. So she picks up and absorbs people's opinions or judgments or projections, and this leaves her often in a self-doubt, a strong sense of self-doubt. And then the very subject to the environment. If the social, the media, or the family, culture, whatever tells you, this is woman, you have to be this is your place, then she falls into that, even if there's a deep feeling inside saying something doesn't feel right, but she doesn't find the clarity to come forward and turn it around for her own liberation, let's say. Now, it's not that the woman has to then confront or go against this imposition. Stop it, leave me alone, don't do that. Making this war, this conflict. Actually, if she will just establish her own existence, refuse that influence from the outside, she will naturally become an influence. She gains her power not by trying to have power over, but by not losing her power. She gains her power.
The prosperous woman attracts abundance to her family.
La mujer próspera atrae abundancia para la familia.
I'm going to speak about the Karam Kriya Women's Circle for 2015. We use the numbers 2 and 1 and 5. 15 is a 6, so clarity, grace, sharpness. presence, but the main focus will be number 8. 2 and 1 and 5 is 8, and this is going to be about healing. How the woman is a healer, self-healing, healing communities, healing the world, and going into that flow, that infinity of the number 8, working with the purity, the compassion of number 8, every way we can work with that healing force. And this will be our emphasis on the Karam Kriya Women's Circle of 2015. Satnam.